Hi guys, welcome. I'm Courtney. Welcome to my channel. Um, Real quick before we get into the reading, I just want to let you know I will be using a deck of sexual magic. Okay, so it is very explicit. So I just want you to be aware of that. Okay. Um, this is a reading for Leo, right? We're doing Leo. We are doing Leo next. Okay. I like I like Leos because I like lions and lions are fierce. So with that being said, let's kind of see where we're going. Okay. Alright, so Alice, please let me know what is going on with Leos now until January 14th, 2018. Alright, let me know what's going on with Leos. Something's going on with me, Leos. I can feel it. I can feel it. So let's see where we're going with this, okay? Let's see. I hope you guys had a great weekend. It's Sunday and it's football Sunday. Clearly, okay. Got the Pats. We all know where they're at, so I don't really need to go into explanation, do I? But I hope you guys had a great weekend. So we have the Eight of Swords, okay? So the Eight of Swords in this particular deck, all right? This particular scenario right here is about two couples, okay? But they're still in their relationship, okay? But they know that this relationship is empty, okay? I mean, I feel like when the two of these people, I feel like when you and your partner are intimate, it's like you're not even there, okay? You have some guy in the background just standing there, and it's like he's a mythical creature. He's not even human, okay? So I don't even know where you guys' head is right now, especially when you guys are intimate. This relationship is, I mean, it's definitely empty, okay? And then we have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is about coming back together, even when errors are made. You know, mistakes happen. You know, I'm going to say, you know, at the same time, it is about like restoring harmony, but, you know, it's beginning again after some errors were made, okay? And I don't know exactly what kind of errors, you know, we're talking about right now, but I do know that you feel like your situation right now is empty. So, and it's probably because of you know, something that has occurred in the past, and you're trying hard to move on from it. You want to restore harmony. So let's see where we're going with this, okay? So we have Temperance, okay? She's beautiful. Look at her, okay? I know what I want to say, but honestly, this is the first time Temperance has come up, and I am gonna reference my notes here and there because I've been reading for myself for so long that you know, it's intuitive, but at the same time, when I'm reading for other zodiacs, I want to make sure that I'm looking at the definition, and I'm using it in the way I should be using it. You know, and intuition is going to lead me where it needs to, because that happened with me with Pisces, where I was just like, this is where this is going, and there's no way around it. But to me, it's also important that I look at every definition, and you know, if it's pertaining to what I'm seeing, I want to make sure I'm definitely saying what it is that needs to be said. So with Temperance, it's photo, love, spark, someone, desire, restores. Okay, so it restores harmony in relationships. You know, and that's what I thought it was. It's also patience, it's healing, it's a lot of things. And this is, you know, so you, we have two back-to-back scenarios that are saying, you know, something needs to be restored, harmony needs to come back, okay? And then we have the two of chalices, okay? And for me, the two of chalices, it's beautiful. It's not, you know, it is involvement. Um, it is about being seduced. It is about being vulnerable. In a normal tarot deck, it would be the Two of Cups. It would be soulmate. It would be union. This is more about being open for a seduction, letting yourself being seduced by the other. I mean, it's beautiful. To me, it more represents the vulnerability that the two of you should have in this scenario for whatever situation it is that occurred or is going to occur or has occurred, okay? It's beautiful. And then, you know, we have the Five of Wands, and this card kind of throws me because this one's kind of saying like, look, like he's watching, he's like looking from the distance, right? I want to read the exact. So he's watching, okay? So he's watching this particular couple make love, and they're intimate, you know? And I feel like he's saying, if I just let them be happy, will I get that in return one day, okay? So I kind of feel like it's almost like it's its partner, but it's like it's watching, you know, it's happiness. You must be happy before others expecting that, you know, you will have the same in return. So it doesn't really like specify or clarify if this is really like this scenario. So I guess I gotta, you know, kind of read where the other cards are taking me. So this is why this one particular always throws me. There's another one, the Queen of Pentacles, that throws me too. There's like 3 cards in this deck where it's definitely you need to definitely use your intuition and follow the other cards. And so then we have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is like every single time you guys are passionate, it gets more and more intense. You know, it's just it's pure. You know, it's satisfaction. It's passionate. It's a heated moment. It's definitely it's intense, okay? But I also know with the Queen of Wands, in this particular one, it is about understanding, okay, both partners must seduce each other in order to feel like it's the first time every time. And I don't think in this particular scenario that's where it's going with this. I think in this particular scenario, once again, it's saying, you know, that it is just so damn intense every time you guys are together. Each time, you know, you're intimate, it just gets stronger and stronger. So I guess it's not really telling me where the Five of Wands is kind of like coming into play here, okay? Here's my Queen of Pentacles. This is the same exact I'm trying to think what reading this was. I had these cards come out in the same, these 3 cards in the same exact row. I really want to know what reading this was now. Okay, this is the card I was just telling you about that bothers me, and using your intuition when it comes to this scenario, because this I'm going to read you the definition of this one, okay, and it drives me nuts, okay? So this is the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is all about, you know, convincing your partner to be generous and spontaneous as it once was. And I get that, but you shouldn't have to tell your partner what you need out of your relationship. So this is what gets me, because if that's your partner and this is who you're intimate with, they should know this. Especially if you guys have been together for a while, and clearly you have. You've been together, you know, I'm not saying a really long time, but you've been together long enough to know that your partner should know what you want and need for sure. So you know, queen, to me it looks like for sure there was a third party, that there was a scenario where um, there was a third party involved, and I believe somebody left the situation thinking that it might come back to them, and it looks like it did come back to them, but it still feels empty. But it's like you're trying to forget the error. You want to restore harmony. Okay, temperance is here is, you know, same thing, restoring harmony, having patience, healing what needs to be healed, saying have that vulnerability, okay, when it comes to you guys' scenario. But then I have the Five of Wands, and it's just like I'm thrown because I feel like that's something that happened, and it's not something that's, you know, happening unless you literally have another third party happening. Okay. Um, this is about taking your fear. Okay. Taking your fear, your sadness, your sorrow, and turning it into power. There was a third party situation outside the window. There was 3 people here, okay? Her cup is empty. She's sad, you know. It's an ending and a beginning at the same time, okay? So it's kind of like it's the ending of feeling sad or scared. You know, she's strong enough at this point to realize that she needs to turn that into power. So there was a third party. For sure. I just wanted a few more cards before I kind of threw that out there. So there definitely was a third party scenario. You did put yourself, I can't say you put yourself back into that situation, but you did put yourself back into that situation. So you did know what you were getting yourself into when you got back into this situation with this particular person. Okay. See, here's the thing. All right. So my cards fall out in the order they want me to tell the story. A lot of people would like to shuffle their cards and just kind of you know, lay them out in whatever particular order, or the Celtic, whatever they choose to do, whatever they come up with, you know, whatever creation is what they want to do, is what they want to do. I've always let the cards kind of fall, and I kind of tell the story, and I don't really need to place the cards in any particular situation, because the story I'm told is telling you is the story that's unfolded or unfolding in this particular order. So it's really about where you want to place it, and what I'm saying, and how it's resonating with you. So basically it's saying you're still unhappy about the situation you're in. You still feel empty. You still want to heal. You still want this relationship to happen. You know, you're trying hard. You really are, because at one point there was a lot of passion. But again, you know, it was a third party scenario that unfolded, and again, you know, right now it seems like this is the ending to, I'm not saying the relationship, but this is the ending to you feeling tired and sad and lonely. Okay, so you're about to turn that fear into something powerful, so you can do what it is that you need to do. Okay. And then we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, so in this scenario, you guys are still together, so it is a beginning. Okay. I'm not saying it's the best beginning, because in all reality, it looks like you guys were just very intimate, and now your backs are turned to each other, and you're thinking, like, did I make the right decision? And it's like, gosh, it's like you just made love. Like, what are you doing? Okay, get it out of your head. Okay, whatever scenario is being played out right now, because it's no good if you want to, you know, have a start. And it is the Seven of Swords, so there definitely was third party. Okay. another thing this card is saying is, you know, it's like fruit, or when you plant a seed, you know, it takes time for the seed to grow. Fruit doesn't grow overnight. So, you know, things will come into fruition, and it still is a beginning. So don't be negative about the scenario you're in. And because it is a beginning, and then you have the Emperor, okay, and it's about taking your power back. It's about mastering and dominating your emotions, okay? So here we go. We have a completion, okay, where I just said, you know, you're coming into your it's almost like you're stepping and you want the sorrow, you want the sadness, you want the fear to go away, and you want to turn that into power. And you guys are together, and it is a beginning. And now you have the Emperor that stepped into their power, and is trying to dominate his emotions in this situation. So I guess I'm a little confused, because regardless of you wanting to restore harmony and wanting to be in this situation, the situation still feels empty, okay? And it feels empty because we have the Lovers, and I don't think that the right choice was made in this in particular scenario, unfortunately. I think the Emperor is saying take your power back and get yourself out of this situation as much as you want to restore what it is that's going on. I don't know if that's the best scenario in this situation. I mean, the effort's there. You want harmony. You want to succeed. But you both know this relationship's empty. At one point, it wasn't. At one point, this was amazing. And, you know, you wanted to heal so badly, that you wanted to restore this situation so badly, that you were opening yourself up to be so vulnerable. So, you know, you could have that fresh start. And, it still ended up being we're still in a third party situation, guys. This isn't gone. This is still happening. I think you were really hoping that you were out of this scenario. I don't think that, well, you're not at this scenario, unfortunately. So even though, you know, you tried again for this new start, there's just, I don't see enough love and passion in this card. Even though it's a new beginning, I know I was telling you to look at it differently, but looking at the bottom of the deck, and looking at all the other cards that are following, you don't look content, okay? And it's saying, you know, you are sad and you are fearing, and I think that fear is coming from the fear is, you come to the crossroads where you have to make that choice where you have to walk away. So, you know, take your power back. And that's why the Emperor is here, because the Emperor is saying, you know, dominate those emotions, set them aside. Just set them aside why you walk away, you take yourself out of this situation, okay? Come into your power. Be that powerful person that you are, okay? Because the choice needs to be made once again, okay? So this is what I'm talking about when I say being stuck in a situation, and the situation going in a circle and going and going and going, and not getting yourself out of this scenario, okay? This is a cycle that's already repeated itself. This particular scenario has already played out, and you put yourself back into it because there was so much hope that you could restore harmony into this situation. And clearly, that's not the scenario right now, okay? There is somebody still involved in a third-party situation, whether you're aware of that or not. And I have a funny feeling you are, because you know this relationship's empty, okay? You know you have to walk away. You guys, I mean, even when you're leaving yourself up to be very vulnerable when you're being intimate, but it's like, why? Why? There must have been some strong ties at one point, because, you know, their back is turned. This one's empty. I mean, their mind is so far out there. Somebody is literally looking at a mythical creature. Okay, it's not even human. It's almost like, hey, you know, like, what's for supper? Like, what are we having for supper? Like, there's nothing there anymore. It is so completely empty. I know you guys wanted harmony. I know you guys wanted to restore this. So, unfortunately, this scenario is super, super shitty. And I'm sorry, but you know now to turn that fear of walking away into power. Okay, you have the Emperor here, which is about stepping into your power. It is about dominating your emotions, so you can walk away from this third party situation, so you can walk away. Okay, so don't make the same choice. In the bottom of the deck is the Devil. Okay, so this is a toxic situation. Please do not continue to put yourself in the same cycle. Don't do it. Okay, walk away. And not to mention, why do you want to even be in this scenario? Look at this guy, okay? Look at this little devil running around, okay? It is about an orgy. It is about different things. But he's holding a penis in his hand, okay? The penis is the size of a freaking log. It's a log that I would throw on top of a fire as I'm chilling with my friends, having a great freaking night shooting the shit, okay? It's not, hey, come sit next to me and tell me how great you are. It's, hell no, you are so toxic that I want you nowhere near me, okay? You are so cocky that you really think your shit don't stink, okay? And if this is a female, vice versa, okay, you're thinking the same thing, that your shit don't stink. Girlfriend, I think your shit stinks right now, okay? This is a lousy situation. This is a very toxic situation that you need to just walk yourself out of, okay? I'm really sorry that you guys are in this situation, because it sucks. And look at the bottom of the deck. Here's the universe saying, go, be the fool, have the new stat, okay? Walk away. It's almost saying at the same time, don't be that fool. Don't walk in the same direction as the third party, okay? Don't repeat the same cycle. Don't do it. Walk by them. Take the risk, okay? And walk by them. Because if you don't, look at third party again, okay? Don't repeat the cycle, guys. You know, don't do it. You've repeated this cycle already numerous times, okay? Do not, please do not repeat this cycle again. It's just, let me just, hold on. All right. I misinterpreted one of the cards, but that's okay, because it's, I thought about it, and I skipped to the other card, and that's what happened. Regardless, it's still the same scenario. It's just something I just happened to notice out of the corner of my eye. It's still the same scenario, okay? Please walk away from the situation you're in. It is toxic. It is no good. Do not repeat this cycle. You have already repeated this cycle. Don't do it. It's so not good. I know you want to restore that harmony. I don't even see much passion here, though. I don't even see what you're desiring, okay? I see no desire. The only desire I see is desire for harmony, and that's not loving yourself, okay? Put yourself first, okay? Don't be foolish. Don't walk towards those lovers, okay? Don't, because it's basically telling me you're probably going to make this decision again to put yourself in the same situation, because there's so much love. So please do not, you know, I'm going to wrap this up. We're almost 25 minutes in, so we'll finish this next week. I definitely want to see where you guys are at, and I want to talk a little bit more about, you know, you guys' scenario, but because you have repeated this cycle, and it does look like you may do it again. Please don't, okay? Please really be conscious of your decision, okay? Please, okay? Whoever it is you're with, I mean, do you really want to be with somebody who's, you know, the life of the party, and he's walking around with this penis in his hand? Come on. Please don't be that person, okay? And if this is female, like I said, she's acting like her shit don't stink, but her shit stinks, okay? So stop. I'm sorry for my, the way I'm breaking it down, but like legit, look at, he's holding a penis in his hand. Do you want to be with this person that's flaunting his penis at a party? I don't. I don't know. I wish you guys the very best week. Please get yourself out of this scenario. Please, that's all I have to say. Please get yourself out of this scenario. Bye, guys.